Good afternoon. Welcome back to Balance, Wellness, and Fitness. I'm Leslie. Merlin and I are here in the cat cave for today's foam roller video. It's approximately 40 to 45 minutes long. It's almost a knock it out the socks, but a really good workout. If you're not really warm, you may want to warm up a little bit, but we will progressing on through. So if you need to stop the video, go ahead and stop and then come back. Other than your foam roller, your mat or towel, you'll need a light pair of weights, small ball, towel or pillow, and a looped band. So if you're ready to begin, let's go ahead and grab that roller in our hands. Take your feet 1.5 to 2 fist distance wide. Lift up your toes with an inhale and just go from baby toe all the way to the big toe on and spread them wide. Then with an inhale, lift up on your heels, spread that fascia. Exhale, roll back down, and let's do that again with the toes, lifting up from the inside out, and exhale from the outside in. And with that inhale, rolling back up, stretch that fascia in the feet, slowly lower down. Take note of where your middle toe and your kneecaps are at, and then inhale your shoulders up, exhale down, and again, opening up through those collarbones. And with this next one, don't come all the way back around. Leave that open. Squeeze the shoulder blades in. Pull softly through the elbows. Float the roller up towards your face by hinging through your hips, your shoulders, and your elbows. Exhale. You're going, how do I do that? It's a trick, but not one we'll be doing today. There might be a Circus Soleil YouTube out there. You might be able to find those kind of tricks on. I won't be teaching those. Only watching and gasping in amazement. Let's get this one more time. Hinging through those shoulders, elbows stay solid, and then float that down, big shoulder roll. Keep that connection in your feet, and we're going to go down for a baby squat. Just send the hips back with an exhale, and then lengthen through the tailbone, press up through the feet and through your glutes. And we'll do that again. Sit right on back, lengthen through the tailbone, press right on up. Give yourself a shoulder roll, open those collarbones again, and sit yourself back. Just that small shift back. Lengthen through the tailbone. Press yourself back up tall. Give yourself a pedal through your legs. Continue warming up those hamstrings. Recheck the feet if they started to move away as you shifted the weight in your body. And let's prepare for 5 squats. Take a breath here. Exhale, sit on back. Inhale your way up, drawing the shoulder blades down, press through your feet and your glutes. And we'll sit back again, press on up for 2. And sit back, push that ground away. Here's 4, and push it away. 1 more for now. Coming up nice and tall. Soften through the knees just a little bit and lengthen the tailbone, torso rotations to that right side. Nice little grip here with the fingers spread with your roller. Through the ribs, inhale to rotate, exhale, tighten the belly center. Inhale, turn, and center 2, going for 5. Exhale, center 3. Inhale, turn. Exhale, center 4. Inhale, turn. Come center 5. Now turn where there's no resistance from your hips and stay here. Float the arms out long and bring them up to where you can still keep the ribs connected and the shoulders on as well. Take a breath, hollow out through the belly as you pull down. Inhale, float back up. Keep a little pressure on the roller. Right through the heels of the hands. Float up for 3. Exhale down. Hips are forward. Exhale down 4. 1 more this side. Exhale down 5. Soften the arms. Come back center. 5 more squats. Exhale your way back. Inhale a tall, pull shoulder blades down. Exhale back 2. Pressing the ground away and use those glutes. 3. And up. Here's 4. And up. And 5. Bring yourself up. Soften through the knees a little bit. Torso rotations to the left. Inhale as you turn. With hips stay forward. Exhale center. Inhale turn. Exhale center 2. And turn. Exhale center 3. And turn. Exhale center 4. Inhale turn. Exhale, center 5. Now turn again where there's no resistance that your hips want to go with you. Avoid that point. Good enough. Float the arms out long first. Keep the shoulder connection. Then bring them up. Keep that rib connection. Take a breath. Hollow out the belly as you pull down. Float back up. Keep that pressure on the roller. Up for 2. Right through the heels and the hands. Up for 3. And pull. Up 4. Exhale, pull. Up 5. Gently pull down. Float back. Come back center. Shoulder roll. We're going to pick up the toes, turn them out for 7 medium plies. Keeping those ankles right underneath the knees. Lengthen to your tailbone, your head's over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, hips over your knees. Inhale to drop. Exhale, press the ground away, tighten the belly as you come up. Inhale, drop. Press away 2. Keep those kneecaps with the middle toes. That's important. You might be able to turn out further than that, but you'll build the kneecaps out of alignment. And up for 4, and drop, and up for 5. I'm going to pause here. Let's open through our shoulders for a moment, explore that. Because occasionally, with us gals in particular, having ligaments all the way through our pelvis, we could turn all the way out, but our kneecaps may still be tracking forward, and our toes are out. You're going to start to build that lateral portion of the knee so it's a little bit tighter and overextension through the inside. You'll find your pelvis is going to tip up. You might start to have a little low back pain, but you'll definitely feel it doing exercises that you may never have in your knees. So you always want to keep those kneecaps going with the middle toe. They track out no matter where your hips will open up to. Now, with that said, still keep that upper body position so we still have that working during your anatomy lecture. Rotate everything back inward to prepare for our next set of squats. Or be traveling ones just to the right. So prepare to pick up that leg, step on over, sit back right in the center of your hips with your squat. Inhale, squeeze that left glute to come back up. Exhale, step back, sit, inhale up for 2. Step on out, sit, inhale up for 3. Step on out, sit, inhale up for 4. We're going to stay here. Make sure everything's looking forward. Find that nice even seat here. 5 torso twists. Inhale, turn. Exhale, center. Inhale, turn. Keep the shoulder blades down. Hollow out. And turn. And turn. Now turn. And again, keep the hips centered when you're not fighting it. Float the arms out. Watch what that right knee is doing. Don't let it collapse in. Keep it right with the middle toe. Float the arms up, left side 2, and pull down. And float up, pull. Inhale up. Float up. One more this side. Bring yourself centered. Squeeze out that left glute to bring you up. Give yourself a pedal in the legs. Prepare for the opposite side. Drop your shoulder blades. Step on out. Sit. Inhale, squeeze back in. Exhale out, sit, in for 2. Exhale out, sit, in for 3. Exhale out, sit, in for 4. We're going to stay on this one. Find your seat, check where your knees are at. Keep the pressure even on the feet. Make sure you're not lifting up through the arches. Torso twist. Inhale, turn. Hollow out the belly center. And turn. Hollow out 2. Turn, keep the pressure on the roller, shoulders down. Turn, there's 4. Turn and stay here. Float those arms out. Take that breath as you float the arms up. Keep your connections. Exhale, pull down, hollow out. Inhale, float. Exhale, pull. Float for 3. Exhale, pull long now. Good. Pull for 4. Float up. Pull for 5. Soften the arms. Come center. Use your breath, use that glute, bring yourself up. Good, big shoulder roll. Pick the feet up, turn them out, bring them in a little closer. So it's a little tighter plie. Heels don't have to kiss, but again, make sure your knees are going with your middle toe. We're going to inhale and drop, float the arms up, not past your shoulders. Exhale, pull down, tighten everything. Glutes in the thighs and belly. Inhale, float up. Exhale, pull. Float up 3. Exhale, pull. Float up 4. Squeeze into that roller. Float up 5. And pull. Pause here. Turn those toes back forward. Find about 1.5 fist distance. We're going to take our roller over to that right side. With the squat, we're going to press away, and then we're going to add into it, just a baby squat. Let the heel of your hand be right on the inside edge of the roller, so as you push, you have some control with it. If you have a smaller hand, you may need to bring it a little bit more, so just for your body, have long arms and have long fingers. Send that left arm up. It's not going to work right away, but it's going to. With an exhale, sit back, press the roller away, push those hips back, inhale up. Exhale, sit back, press the ground away, squeeze glutes, good. One more, I'm going to add that arm reaching over, good. Sit and reach, and up. Sit and reach, and up. Sit and reach 3, and up. Sit and reach 4, and up. You know what's going to happen. Sit and reach and stay. Hips go back. Lift up through the chest. Just lengthen here. You've got work and the stretch going on. You're going, oh my, it's going to be fine. Take note of what your hips are doing. Make sure that right hip stays forward while that left hip comes back. Open up through your ribs. Take a breath here. It's not going to be long. Press everything up. Come down. Building heat in the body. Change sides. Make the combinations you need for the other side. If the shoulder's stiff, maybe if this hand doesn't work as well, find where you need it to be in line with your body. So it's right in line, armpit or hip. Take a breath here. Exhale, press away as you sit back. Inhale up. 2 more, then we add that right arm. Up for 2, and press. Up for 3. Now we'll reach over that right arm. This may be different. And reach, sit back. Here's 2. Reach, sit back. Up 3. Reach, sit back. Up 4. Reach and sit back and stay. I'm trying to lift up through those ribs. Open up to that left, right side. Keeping the hips going back. So that right hip's going back. Left hip might be coming a little bit forward. One more breath here. Keep your toes connected. Lengthen through that right arm a little bit more. Then exhale your way tall. Roll through the shoulder blades. Then we're going to bring this off to the right side on the floor. Wait, or you can use your band. We're going to set a rows here. Stagecoach rows. So palms are going to be up, pulling in. Pick what is best for you. The loop band I have handy, a little tight for me, so I'm going to use my weights. If you choose not to want to use any, that's fine because your arms do weigh something. Angle your roller off at about a 15-degree angle, and then place your right foot on it. Draw it on in once it's there. Your feet are going to be staggered. Your left big toe is going to be just about in alignment with the arch of your right heel. Once you find that, come up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, roll that off to the diagonal. Bring it back in. Let's find our balance here. Pull up through that left kneecap, tighten that glute. Getting that going. 1 more. Here's 5. Let's hold that out. Float the arms up. Reach them out. Same direction. So rotate through that rib cage. Hips look forward. Draw everything in. Press back up. Row in. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Out for 2. Draw it in. Exhale out 3. Inhale in. Exhale out 4. Inhale in. Exhale out 5. 3 more. Inhale in. Exhale out 6. Inhale in. Exhale out 7. Inhale in. Exhale out 8. Bring it in. Lower the arms down. Rotate your hips forward. Carefully come off. Give yourself a little shoulder roll. Pick up your roller and slide it to that other direction. Prepare your right foot now to be your new balance foot. Bring that left leg in. Find that same alignment. The middle of your arch is right about where the big toe is. And then come up on the ball of the foot. Keep the hips looking forward. Lift up the arms, gently rotate, and let's move to the leg. There's one. Finding your balance, pull that kneecap up again. Tighten that glute on that right side. Good. Let's get one more. I think that's 5. If it's not, let's do 1 just because I think I might be off. Pause here. Prepare those arms. Exhale everything out. Draw in with an inhale. Exhale out. In for 2. Exhale out. In for 3. Exhale out. In for 4. Halfway there. You've got this. Here's 6. And in. Exhale out 7. Row it in. Exhale out 8. Gently row it in. Bring that leg on up. Big shoulder roll here. Sit your weights off or band off to the side. Bring your roller on in front of you and go into a forward fold. And then we're going to come down on our knees on the roller. So take a big breath. Exhale the arms on up. Bring them down through heart center. And just roll on down, 1 vertebrae at a time. Stack your spine over top of your head. Pedal through your knees. Let the arms connect if they'd like, or let them hang. You can also ragdoll them. Give yourself another breath here, so we've had quite a few squats. And moving. Let that breath go. Then inhale your way to half length to give your spine some length. Belly button in, shoulders back. And gently start to fold down. If you're comfortable coming on your roller as you come down, go ahead. If you're not, come down first and then climb up on it. Whatever works better for you. Take your hands wide. Find your knees underneath your hips and make sure your kneecaps are not on the roller. The lateral portion is not there, but they're dangling off. And let's find our cat-cows here. Just nice and easy, moving through the pelvis. Feet are just light and dangling back. Make sure you're also in a spot where there's no nerve sensation. It's going to be a little different having your hips up in the air. If it's totally uncomfortable, please come off and just roll up your mat a couple rolls and just give yourself height that way. If you're using a half roller, make sure you're on the domed side versus the flat side. One more breath here. And then find your strong table here. Walk those hands back right underneath the shoulders. Start to press the ground away, both the shins and the arms, and extend that right arm long. Pause here, keep the shoulder blade pulled in. Tuck the left toes. Slide that leg back. Find your 2-leg table. Press through the glute. Press through your glute. Squeeze your glute and lift that leg up. If you have to connect with your right toes to keep your balance, go ahead. Draw your abs in and up, pelvic floor engaged. Yes, you're seeing our wonky side. One more breath here. Draw the arm in first. Place it down. Squeeze through that glute. Draw the leg back in. Give yourself a cat-cow. Check your hands, body scan. Float that left arm forward. Find your balance here. Go ahead and tuck those right toes. Slide that leg back first. Start to find your balance. And then squeeze that glute to lift it on up. Same thing if you have to let those left toes touch. Go ahead and let your left toes touch. Another breath here. And then draw that arm in first. Then bring that leg in. Give yourself a cat-cow. And if you're comfortable with this, go ahead and grab one of your weights. We're going to do one side at a time. We're going to get all 4 legs separately. Give it to your right hand. Find your 3-limb table on the other side. Abs in and up, pelvic floor engaged. Let the bell of the weight sit down. And then at a slight angle. With an inhale, lift it up. Exhale, lower. And we'll lift, lower 2. And lift, lower 3. And lift, lower 4. Oh, I love approval. Lift, lower 5. Sit your weight down. Place that right hand down. If you're using one, pick it up. You can also have the band lifter out. That's another option I should have mentioned. Some of you may want, yep, use my band and figured it out, which is great. Pull that shoulder blade down, float that left arm up, lightly tap, float it up too, and tap. Keep your weight even. It's going to be easy to want to shift it back, so make sure you don't start shifting back. There's 4. Last one here. And 5. Sit your weight off to the side or your band so it won't be a distraction or you roll on it. Find your 4-leg table for a moment and tuck those right toes and slide that leg back. Inhale as you lift up through that leg, squeeze the glute, and tap down. Inhale, lift, tap 2. Inhale, lift, tap 3. Inhale, lift, tap 4. Inhale, lift, tap 5. Bring that leg in. Give yourself a cat-cow here. We've been here for a bit. 2 if you need it. Then tuck your left toes. Slide that leg back. Find the evenness in your spine and your girdles. And squeeze that leg. And tap. Inhale, squeeze, lift. Tap 2. Inhale, squeeze, lift. Tap 3. Make sure those toes are looking down. Tap 4. Squeeze and lift. Tap 5. Good. One more set. Yep, we're going to put those together. And slide that right leg back. Tuck your toes. Bring that left arm forward, shoulder blade in. Abs getting up, pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, lift them up. And tap. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Lift for 3. Exhale, tap. Big hip girdle movement here. So much stability. You can do this. One more. And tap. Gently draw in. Huge difference in the spine and having this underneath the hands. Slide that left leg back. Tuck those toes. Make sure that heel's looking up. Bring that right hand forward. Plug that shoulder blade in. Keep those abs strong. And inhale up. Exhale, tap. And lift for 2. Exhale, tap. Lift for 3. Exhale, tap. Lift for 4. Exhale, tap. And lift for 5. Exhale, tap. Draw them in. Carefully walk your hands in so you can tuck your toes and rock yourself back to come off your roller for a moment. Press it aside and use it for a stretch here. We're going to make our way out to easy child's pose. Bring the knees together for a moment. We'll do both. Place this underneath your wrists, underneath your forearms, or underneath your head. Go where you're comfortable. Let's stretch out the lower back first. You're going to get more out of it if you go for the lower back after what we just did, and then get the hips. Nice breaths here. Sending that tailbone away as the arms go the opposite way. One more breath. Let it go. Use an inhale to roll up through the spine, just enough so you can open up those legs, and now get the hips. Sometimes if you go for the hips first, well actually often, a lot of times you're not able to get the low back, the stretch that it needs. And sometimes it's ignored because, hey, my hips feel better, but it's going to kick back in quickly because you didn't get the low back. Our bodies are put together in a very fascinating way. We all have the same parts for the most part. And they operate very similarly. It's based on our lifestyle and the things we like to do. 2 more breaths here. But how they release and how the patterns go, that doesn't change, whether you're man or woman, if you've had replacement parts or not. That sequencing. Every now and then with replacement parts, particularly if you've had some accidents and some things that had to be kind of jerry-rigged or MacGyvered, as I like to call it. With that next inhale, carefully come up. Give yourself a shoulder roll, and let's go up and kneel on our roller. We're going to do some shoulder work. Weights are welcome. If you don't want to use weights, go ahead right without. We're going to get some open close. And a little shoulder sequence. Toes can be tucked back here. Toes can be flat. Find what you need. If you want some extra core engagement, Grab that ball and place between, but if you know your hamstrings are going to cramp, leave that without. We're going to start out with some torso rotations, and then we'll grab those weights. Let's float our arms on up, palms are looking up, elbows are a little bit soft, shoulder blades down, and lengthen through the tailbone. With an inhale, rotate to the right, exhale, tighten the belly center. Hand to the left, exhale, center, and right, exhale, center, and left, exhale, center. Right again, and center, left again, and center. One more right with this breath pattern, and left. We'll pause here if you want weights, because I'm going to add on some of that shoulder sequence. Keep the arms just a little bit softer, re-lengthen through that tailbone. Figure out where those toes need to be. Make sure they're looking straight back. With an exhale, go to the left. Inhale, pull the arms in. Exhale, press them out. Inhale, center. We'll stay to the left. Exhale, turn. You're right, sorry. Inhale in. Press out. Inhale, center. Exhale, really hollow up through the belly. Pull arms into the sides. Press them out long. Find your way center. Two more. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, press out. Inhale, center. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale out. Inhale, center. Lower the arms down. Big shoulder roll here. Re-lengthen anything that got away from you. Float the arms back out, keeping them soft. Take a breath here. Exhale as you turn to the left. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, pull in. And back center. Exhale, turn. Inhale up. Exhale in. And center for two. Inhale, rotate. Take them out. Squeeze them in. Center for three. Exhale, turn. Reaching out. Draw, squeeze in. Center for four. Last one here for this. Take them out. Squeeze in. Center for five. Rotate in. Big shoulder roll. Let's do 5 little baby squats here. Adjust anything that needs to be. You can keep your weights or set them off to the side. You're just sitting back as if you're going to bring your hips to your heels and then squeezing back up. So you're not going to go that far. Toes can be tucked and flat. Just sitting back. Little crease in the hips. Back up. Exhale back. Inhale up 2. Exhale back. Inhale up 3. Exhale back. Squeeze up for 4. Exhale back. And squeeze up for 5. Give yourself that shoulder roll. We're going to do some open closes. We're going to alternate sides. Weights. If you want, you can also use that looped band. You decide. Exhale that right arm open. Tighten through the belly. Reach long versus try to bring it behind you. Inhale it in. Exhale that left arm. Inhale in. Exhale the right. Inhale in. Squeeze into the shoulder blade open and in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Last one. Gently bring it in. Float the arms down. Big shoulder roll here. We have 3 more exercises before we go on down. Our last shoulder is here. We're going to float the arms up. Keeping the hands just a little bit above the elbows. They're down, tucked in your sides. With an inhale, extend the arms forward. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together wide. Inhale, draw the elbows into the side. Bring them forward. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze open. Inhale, draw them in. Exhale, close. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale in. Exhale, close. One more this direction. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, squeeze in. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, press. Squeeze to the pecs. Row in with that breath. Exhale, open. Inhale, press them wide. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, roll in. Exhale, open. Press out with the breath. Squeeze in. Inhale them in. Last one. Exhale, open. Press them out. Squeeze them in. Inhale, roll them in. Good. Turn the palms. Easy shoulder roll. Let's sit our weights on off to the side. Time to adjust those legs again. We're going to walk to the right side of the roller. Going for an easy side plank and a little bit of the Pilates work here, some of the basic side series. We're going to take our left hand, stay in line with your spine, fingers looking away, right toward the edge. You can let the fingers drop over, be on the web of your palm. You just don't want to grip. If you need to come off, come right off. Let that right hip come heavy. Watch where your left toes are at. Make sure the middle toes in line with the heel, the toes where you tucked are flat, and start to lift up through this hip. Let's do that with an inhale. Rotate it back down. Let's get it nice and warm. Inhale it back up and lower. One more. Check out where that hand is at. It's right underneath your shoulder. That hip tip is coming up to the sky as you open up through the ribs. You can go into a bind. You can float the arm up. Just don't do this. It's so hard on your shoulder and your neck. Let's extend that right leg out long. Point through your toe. Keep lifting up through that side body. Gaze can be forward or up to the sky. Now flex that foot. Squeeze the glute and lift it up and hold there. Good. Point through the toe. Fold through the knee. Flex the foot. Straighten the leg. Point the toe. Fold the knee. Flex. Straighten the leg, point the toe, fold, flex, straighten the leg, bend the leg, that flex foot, point the toe, straighten, reach through your toes. Flex your foot, fold, point, straighten and reach. Flex the foot, fold, point, straighten and reach. Keep those obliques engaged. Last one here. Straighten and reach and hold here. Circles. Here's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Opposite direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold through that leg. Let that hip start to become heavy. Inhale that right arm up overhead. Now, find your sideways tabletop. Think as you're getting ready to do a fire hydrant mode. Squeeze to the glute, bring the fingertips to the sky, lift up through that hip, lower down. Keep the foot flexed, lower 2. Inhale, lift, exhale, hollow the abs 3. Inhale, lift, hollow the abs 4. And lift for 5. Gently hollow, let that hip become heavy. Rotate down, bring that hand down in front on the mat or floor. Bring that other hand off, that left hand. Float them both forward. Find your cat-cow here. Give yourself several cat-cows. And then start to walk your knees down towards that left side of your roller. Merlin approved. Stack your spine, using your breath to come up. Check out your bearings. If it's like, ooh, that's a little intense series there. Well, now we're going to take that right hand, bring it down, and again, find where you need to be. If you need to let your fingers just cascade off, just no depth grip. Or if you're fine with your fingers on. Check out, make sure those back toes of that right leg are in line with the middle of the heel and your knee. And then start to let this hip just go a little bit light. Find that arm placement. With an inhale, lift up through that side body. Exhale, rotate back down to that hip. Inhale it back up again. Exhale it down. Just find the mobility. And with this inhale up, start to rotate on up. You've got that string from your armpit and from that hip tip just opening up. Finding, does that arm belong up? Does it belong in a bind right now? Pick one of those two. And now take that leg long. Shove your weights out the way. If you can get them out the way first, make sure nothing is there that's going to hurt you. Find that plane of glass with your body. Engage those obliques so you're not going limp here. Everything is lifted and tall. Go in, let's float that leg up by squeezing the glute. Good. Find that engagement. Make sure your head's not doing that. I was watching to see what my cat was doing, some bad things as we're working with stabilizers. Now, fold through that knee, flex the foot, straighten the leg, point the toe, fold the knee, flex, and straighten. Gently point, fold, flex, straighten, and point, fold, flex, straighten. Pause here, pause here. Lift up a little taller if you can. Now fold to the knee, point the toes, straighten the leg, flex the foot, fold to the knee, point the toes, straighten, flex, fold, point, and straighten, and flex, fold, point, and straighten. Good, stay here, and circle, medium circles, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite direction, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pause here. Body scan. Check what everything is doing. Then fold that knee. Flex the foot. Good. Get ready. We're going to send that arm on overhead. Find your length here. Lift back up to those ribs. Inhale, bring the knee and the hand towards the sky, not towards each other. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift them up. Release for 2. Inhale, lift. Release for 3. Inhale, glute may be on fire, but we're almost done. Lift for 4. And release. Lift for 5. Gently release. Go right into that arm again. Let that hip become heavy. Roll down by bringing your ribs towards the ground. Bring that hand so it connects on the earth. Bring your other off the roller. Gently walk it forward. Give yourself a couple cat cows here. And we're going to find our seat. Hold our roller for a moment before we finish lying on it. Gently walk the hands back. Let your toes connect so you can find an easy squat here. Big shoulder roll. Then slide it out the way so you can find a comfortable seat, and then we'll grab it back in our hands. I'd also like you to grab that loop band. We're going to place it around your shins. So where someplace where there's no nerve sensation, it can be mid-shin lower, but not on the lateral portion of the knee either. Once you have that in place, take the legs out long, whether the knees are bent or they're straight, where you can find your tall seat. Toes are looking forward, feet are flexed if you've got them out long, and have some tension on the band, no matter where you're at, knees bent or not. Float your arms on out, preparing for half roll backs. Lift on up with your inhale through your pelvis. Exhale, hinge back. Inhale up. Oh, I said that. Roll back. I don't know where the hinge was coming from. We're really not going to do hinges today. Didn't mean to say that as if it was a surprise. One more here, then we stay back. Hold this back. Drop your shoulders. Settle in. Draw those abs in and up. Engage your pelvic floor if you need. Start to walk those legs on out. Find the sides of your mat, whether the knees are bent or not. Then float that right leg up, tap it out. Control bringing it in. Bring it out with an inhale. Exhale it in. Inhale it out 3. Exhale it in. Take it out 4. Exhale it in. Take it out 5. Good. Other side. Take the left side out. Trot in. Keep those toes looking up, whether your knees are bent or not. Take it out for 3. Keep your shoulders down, abs in and up. 4, and in. 5. Bring it in. Keep the feet nice and steady. Inhale your way up. Exhale into your fold briefly. Keep the tension on your legs. It's going to get spicy for that next set. Give yourself another breath here. And let it go. And then restack your spine with an inhale. Big shoulder roll. Reset anything that needs to be reset. Inhale those arms forward, reach for your pelvis. Exhale, roll back. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back 2. Inhale up. Exhale, hollow out 3. Inhale up. Exhale, hollow out 4. Merlin, stop that. Inhale up. Exhale back 5. Stay here. Drop your shoulders. Really engage those abdominals. Walk those feet back out to the sides. Now, squeeze your glutes. Hold that there. Keep that squeeze. Keep everything hollowed out. Lift up that right leg. Tap it out. Keep your squeeze. Bring it in. Press into that band. In for 2. Into the band. For 3. In the band. 4. In the band. 5, keep the squeeze, left side, shoulder blades down, abs connected, press into the band, control it in 2, long neck, control it in 3, take it out, control it in 4, and take it out, control it in 5, release your glutes. Inhale your way up, spine stretch forward this time. 2 breaths here. Big breath in. Let it go. Another breath in. Inhale up to stack your spine. We'll sit our roller beside us. If you can comfortably get on it with your band on, go ahead. But if you need to take it off, go on. Take it on off. If you're using weights, have them right nearby. Or get some straight arm pullovers and some high huggy trees. Just to give you that heads up, that's our last arm exercises. We're almost there. So that'll give you that gauge if you're going, I don't know if I have anything left to give it, or yeah, I'm good. Make sure your entire spine is right on that roller. Give yourself a pelvic tilt or 2 once you're there. If you had to readjust the band, readjust that band, get everything nice and comfortable. Then find your heavy head and heavy tailbone. We're going to start out with a straight arm. It's actually more of an X crossover. Then lift up our right arm. Take that left arm long, so it's looking up. So the furthest it will come is towards the fingertips of the other hand. And then extend that right leg long into that band. So you've got some resistance there. You may have to bend the knee a little bit, but rotate the thighs so the arch of your foot is looking up. That left arm is back. Exhale, bring them both up to the sky. Inhale, tap them back down. Your band may roll, just like mine did. Exhale, but you still have resistance. And back down for 2. Exhale, down for 3. Use as much ab strength as you need. Down for 4. And exhale. Gently lower down for 5. Draw the leg in. Bring that leg back in place. Bring that left arm up and extend that right arm back, going towards the right corner of your mat. Shoulder blades plugged in, palm is looking up. Take that left leg and extend on out. Your foot is flexed. Rotate out through your femur so your arch is looking up. With your exhale, draw them off. Lower down, not quite tapping that foot. The hand never touches. Inhale and back up. Exhale, extend back away. Inhale up 3. Exhale, extend. Inhale up 4. Exhale, extend. And here's number 5. Gently extend. Rotate that leg so that it comes back down. And we'll bring that arm up. Big shoulder roll here. If you're going to use weights, go ahead and grab them. We're going to get our straight arm pullovers first. And then find if you need to unroll your band like mine did, unroll it or get it back in a better place. If it doesn't bother you being rolled, if it did. We're going to alternate sides and then we're going to add little clam movements on in with the set. Start with your right arm, exhale back, not past your ear, hollow out your dome. Hold back up and left arm. Exhale back, pull up. Right arm, pull. Left arm, hold. Right arm again, hold. Exhale that left arm, hold. One more set like this, hold, and left arm, hold. We're going to stay with that right arm and left leg clamp. Exhale that knee out as that arm goes back. Gently back up with your breath. Exhale and backing out. Inhale and up. Exhale and backing out 3. And up. Exhale and backing out 4. And up. Last one this side. Gently bring them up. Change sides. Again, not past the ear. Inhale up. Right knee, left arm. Up for 2. Exhale and back and out. Inhale up 3. Exhale back and out. Inhale up 4. And last one here. And 5. Shoulder roll here. If you're keeping your weights, make sure the knuckles are looking up at the sky. First drop down to a chest press position, then find your goal post. It is easy even if you're not using weights to find your position that way. Find where your shoulder blades are at. Add the abs. Float that right leg up and flex the foot. With an exhale, press out through that heel to straighten the leg. Reach back with the arms. Inhale, draw back in. Exhale, press out. Inhale in 2. Exhale, press. Inhale in 3. Exhale, press. Inhale in 4. Last one with this right leg. In 5. Take the hands back up to find your chest press position. Lower the right leg down. Keep those abs steady. Pelvic floor if you need it. Float the left leg up. Find your goal post again. Bring your hands back. Breath here. Exhale, press out to that left leg, both arms. Inhale in. You can always do opposite arm, opposite leg. If you try this and one side works, maybe no side works. That gives you an option. Exhale out 4. Inhale in. Exhale out 5. Gently draw in. Lift the hands up. Lower the leg down. Bring the weights in towards you to carefully and safely lower them away. Then float the arms up. Give yourself a couple reach for the skies here. We've got one more ab exercise we're going to do, holding the roller when we come off. Now roll the shoulders with them up. Stay here, the shoulder blades down. Float the left arm back first. Go towards that left corner, then reach that right hand up and over towards it. Stretch through your ribs. Keep the hips connected. Keep the arm relaxed as it goes across the crown of your head. One more breath here. Float that right arm up. Bring the left arm up. And take that right arm back towards the right corner of the mat. Just let it open up. And lift up out of that left shoulder blade to bring it up and over. And again, keep the hips connected. One more breath here. Bring that left arm up and the right arm up. Thumbs looking towards the back of your head, pinkies towards your feet. And just give yourself a couple of big circles. You're almost doing a big breaststroke. Letting your fingers contact with the ground or your femur if he's nearby, thinking that this is a new game. It is for now. And then change directions. When I'm doing something with my hand that has nothing to do with petting, so it's always a contest. Even out going the opposite way. And then carefully roll up, use your arms if you need, slide your band off, and then we're going to dismount our roller and hold it in our hands. Lift yourself up with a little bridge. Bring it right between your shins, so the tops of your feet are right pressed against it. You're going to rotate in slightly, arches have it. Lift up through the legs, tap down. Keep your shoulder blades and lift, tap 2, and lift, tap 3, and lift, tap 4. Lift and hold here. Draw your abs in, lower yourself one vertebrae at a time. Round through your spine. If you're going, that's impossible, then lower yourself down and find your roller back between your feet. Press it down a little bit so the weight is even. Bring your arms up, find your neutral spine. With an exhale, extend out. Inhale in. Extend. In for 2. Hollow out that belly with an extension. In for 3. And extend. In for 4. And extend. Grab it in your hands for 5. Lower one leg down at a time. Find the ends of your roller. Take the arms back over your head, just letting them rest. Walk your feet to the edges of your mat. Let the knees fall to the right. Let the hip roll up. Try to lengthen a little bit more through that upper body. Give yourself several breaths here. Nice full breath. One more here. And then with your next inhale, contract through the glutes, use your abdominals to come center. Draw your arms back up to the ceiling for a moment and roll your shoulders. If the feet got away from you, find the edges of your mat again. Let's exhale those arms back. The roll, just rest in your hands. Knees gently cascade over to the left. Reach back a little bit further, the roller, if you were handing it to someone behind you. Nice breaths here. Full, long, and slow. Opening up through that right side body. One more full breath in. And slowly let it go. We'll inhale the arms back up to the sky with that roller. Draw the shoulders down. Exhale the knees back up, squeezing the glutes. Start to walk them up towards you. Float one leg up at a time. Rest the roller on your shins. Change your hand position as needed. And gently draw them into your chest. Take them wide enough so you can circle to your ankles. Stay a little bit grounded in your back for a moment. Give an inhale. Just feel your hips rise a little bit. Exhale. Feel them go back to the ground. Keep that little bit of pressure there. If you're going, my arms are too short for the roller, it doesn't feel right on my wrist, just sit them down and have your hands here on your shins. So that round and just feel everything in. And release. Or if your arms are just tired, you just don't want to hold anything else, that's fine. Give yourself one more of these here. Then find your neutral spine. Let your elbows drop. Take that right foot and press to the right corner of the mat. Take that left foot, press to the left corner. Let the legs stay heavy. Connect your thumbs. Lift the arms on up. Give yourself some length. Take your arms to the right side of your mat and open on up. One more breath in. Exhale the arms back center. Change the cross of your lead thumbs and pull back again a little bit more. With your next breath, lift up and take yourself to that left corner of your mat. Hold here for a breath. Those toes are still looking up, staying very active, pushing those heels through, lengthening those hamstrings. Then inhale the arms back up and center. And let them rest right at the corners of your mat. Let everything go heavy. Take your time coming up. Just gently fold in limb by limb on a breath. And roll to your better side to come up, being careful with your body. I hope you enjoyed this foam roller session. Have an absolutely wonderful day.